The rich, wealthy, and famous. Luxury real estate in London. London is home to some of the world's most expensive properties, and sometimes when you think about it, they're worth every single penny. Luscious properties with gardens and a glimpse of the outdoors, apartments in the heart of the city with every single amenity you could possibly think of, as well as stuff that you haven't thought of, and properties that have almost a royal attire to its architectural integrity. Here are the 10 incredible luxury real estate properties in London that could quite easily be some of the most expensive worldwide. Here we go! Starting off with number 10, Aubry Walk, Holland Park, at $20 million. Man, just look at this place. It's gorgeous. Some of you might just be watching this and thinking to yourselves, one day mate, one day, this will definitely be mine. Well, it certainly could be yours if you have $20 million in cash just lying around. This 7-bedroom artwork deco home belonged to soul singer Dusty Springfield along with her lover, Norma Tanega, in the early 70s. Springfield lived there when her super hit song, Son of a Preacher Man, started making the headlines all over. The home is practically 2 homes punched into one, so the footprint is way bigger than the average, spanning at 7,200 square feet together with a 35-feet pool because, of course, it's a $20 million home. You gotta have a pool. That kind of quantity for a house in Aubry Walk is pretty uncommon when you look at the rest of the street. The property is moments away from Holland Park itself, near Campden Hill Square, easily one of London's most sought-after backyard squares. Wouldn't you just love to live here? Number 9. Queen Anne's Gate, Westminster, priced at $25 million. The terrace is to die for. Imagine having a view of old London from your terrace. Taking in the sights of the architecture from the past, magical, isn't it? Well, that's exactly what this grand Westminster property will give you, only if you have $25 million in cash to spare. This property was deeply rooted in its English heritage, and only until recently, the present proprietor of this household home carried out a complete restoration and refurbishment that noticed the house fitted with everything you could ever ask for. This wider than usual home differs from different properties on its standing street by having a bowed extension added to the rear end of the property. This was quite a trend back in the late 18th century, and the remodeling expanded the home to give it extra rear reception rooms, a large first floor, or how the architectural connoisseur would call it, a piano noble, with a heightened ceiling top overlooking St. James Park. Ah, don't you feel like a nobleman from the Victorian age? Next up we have at number 8, South Bank Tower Penthouse, South Bank, priced at $26 to $32 million. City skylines, top of the tower view, and the whole city within your eyesight's range? That's probably how you describe this property. Not to mention the incredible amenities that you'd get with this penthouse. I mean, literally, everything your heart could desire. And don't be smarty and go asking for a teleportation system like in Star Trek. You know that doesn't exist yet, right? Anyway, the 4 penthouses at SAP Financial Institution Tower would cost you anything between $26 million to $32 billion. Fitted with some of the fine design works by Dara Huang of Designs House Liberty, SAP Financial Institution Tower is a luxury residential landmark beyond class. The tower rises 41 stories above the Thames, and the penthouses span the 38th to the 40th flooring, with a selection of both lateral or duplex residing houses and unrivaled views throughout the capital skyline. It's like how it is in the movies, but in real life. How cool is that? Now we have at number 7, Fairways, White Lodge Close, Highgate, priced at $26 million. Imagine owning a little luxury mansion of your own out in the lush suburbs of London. This property might just be your best bet. Once again, only if you have $26 million to spare. Fairways is a wonderful gated household dwelling on the beautifully tree-lined White Lodge at the Bishop's Avenue. The building is ginormous and symmetrical with 17,000 square feet of residing space, ridiculously large rooms, and elevated ceilings that could go for days. There are 8-bedroom suites with a big swimming pool, of course, a cinema, a garage that could hold up to 4 vehicles, employees' quarters for if you have a butler like Cadbury, and a visitor or home safety workplace because you never know when that could be useful. The backyard has a stepped construction with well-kept gardens on every platform and a decorative lily pond on the highest tier. The backyard has a hint of privateness since the section is closed off by a wonderful design of wood, and there's a self-contained two-bedroom house with a separate entry for terrible times like these. If you didn't get the reference, I meant times of COVID-19. Next up at number 6, we have the penthouse at the Cornish embankment, priced at $26 million. Wouldn't you love to live in a penthouse overseeing the Thames? Well, the Cornish has something that you'd be interested in. Just by St. James, the Cornish contains 168 flats and 2 penthouses with panoramic floor-to-ceiling views throughout the river. Designed by Foster Plus Companions, this riverside tackle on Albert Embankment appears out over the homes of Parliament, Battersea Energy Station, and the London Eye. The Skyline membership on the 19th flooring is an area for residents to chill out towards the backdrop of the town. There's a well-being and wellness facility with an infinity pool, spa, and gymnasium, a 24-hour concierge service, and a cinema room. You know, just regular stuff if you're a multi-billionaire. Now we have at number 5, the Huxley Hampstead, priced at $28 million. Positioned at 57 the Bishops Avenue, this 8-bedroom newly built mansion is a crown of growth of 3 homes and 5 flats. Subsequent door to the manicured Hampstead and Highgate golf equipment, it's a golf lover's dream. Set again from the highway behind safety gates and guard, the house measures 14,500 square feet, spanning 4 stories with raised entry to every flooring. Leisure services embody a big indoor swimming pool, gymnasium, cinema, and bar suite, and a spa and steam space full with outdooring rooms and ice fountains, and 2 roomy wine cellars. Now at number 4, we have Duplex Penthouse, Riverwalk, Westminster, priced at $32 million. This penthouse and new riverfront growth Riverwalk, created by Ronson Capital Companions, appears out over the North Financial Institution of the River Thames. It has an unlimited 2,200 square foot curved terrace, one of many Metropolis's largest non-public riverfronting roof terraces. With over 6,000 square foot of residing space, there are 5 bedrooms, a big kitchen designed by Boffy with home equipment from Yale and Gaggenau, and 6 bogs. There's a research, eating space with seating for 10 companies, spacious residing space, and a grand lounge with a staircase that leads onto that spectacular terrace. Now at our top 3, we have Ashburn House, Chelsea, priced at $35 million. An uncomely new built in Chelsea, Ashburn Home is called after a treasure 101-carat Russian diamond. Envisioned by consultancy Morpheus London, the 5-bedroom house is characterized by an aesthetic of glass inside and outside that offers a sense of nice house and pure mild. Options embody an unlimited hand-cut glass chandelier cascading with 140 particular person leaves of graduating color and a 43-foot swimming pool impressed by sculptor Richard Wilson's 2250 An Everlasting exhibition on the Saatchi Gallery created from recycled oil. Virtually every little thing is bespoke. The fitted cabinetry was made in Austria. The steel, upholstery, and timber come from the Far East, whereas the wonderful glassware hails from artisans in the Czech Republic. Now at our top 2, we have Chester Square, Belgravia, priced at $38 million. 73 Chester Square was home to Margaret Thatcher, and if you don't know who that is, you better look her up. This was her crib from 1991 till her death in 2013, and boy oh boy, is this a wonderful place. A building firm spent 18 months refurbishing and restoring the Grade 2 listed white stucco fronted home. A number of options from Thatcher's time stay, such as the inlaid 73 plaque on the doorstep, which is super vintage, and it's perfect. The entrance door is bomb-proof, and the home nonetheless has a unique safety glass on all home windows. The flooring in the jewelry corridor is laid with Hobson stone, whereas the drawing room contains a pair of authentic Louis XVI fireplaces and parquet flooring. There are 6 bedrooms. Well, considering she was one of the most powerful women on the planet in her time, she probably deserved such an incredible mansion. Now at our top 1, we have Mansion House, Westminster, priced at $46 million. What can't money buy? Just take a look at this house. This was previously the headquarters of the Liberal Democrats. This Grade 2 listed palatial residence is offered for the primary time as a non-public dwelling. From the terrace, you may see the Big Ben, the home of lords, and Westminster Abbey. Its Wren-inspired facade is exceptional, situated on Cowley Road, a historic pocket of London that first started to be constructed up in the early 18th century. Painstakingly restored, the goldwork in the ceilings and in the 14-feet-wide cupola was carried out by the artisans who labored at Windsor Fortress, the Royal Academy, and the Palace of Westminster. With 7 bedrooms accessed by an 8-person race, this can be a naturally palatial dwelling. Downstairs is the spa, jacuzzi, and gymnasium with a 10-meter swimming pool.